Hey guys, and welcome back to the J2O channel. And in today's video, this is your Chelsea News Daily video. Obviously, as you can see by the title, the main topic is Eden Hazard, but obviously there's little stories here and there that I'm going to talk about before we get into the big one, which is Eden Hazard. We'll get into more detail with him, but we'll do little stories, you know, the ones that have come out over the last couple of hours: Tammy Abraham, Olivier Giroud, Kyle Tomori, and Erling Haaland. So if you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, subscribe, turn on those post notifications, comment as well what you think of all these stories and my thoughts on them as well, whether you agree, disagree, and yeah, let's get into this straight away. So obviously, first story, Fabrizio Romano quickly has just said that AC Milan are now planning on activating for Kyle Tomori's clause. So sooner rather than later, they are going to buy him. 28 million euros. It was the option to buy. Obviously, I think it was last night, AC Milan qualified for Champions League as they beat Atalanta 2-0 to finish second place in the Champions League, which means extra money. Tomori would have wanted to play Champions League football next season if he was going to stay at Milan, and that's what they're going to do. So, yeah, now that that's happened, they like him, they love him, so they're going to pay the money. And look, at the end of the day, good luck to Tomori. I hope he absolutely smashes it. I hope we've got a clause in there saying, you know, buyback option. I hope there is something in there, but I'm willing to just be like, you know what, club, just take the L. I don't know why we involved the option to buy. Pretty weird, but it is what it is. I don't think the club expected Tomori to do as well as he did, and Milan themselves as well. So he's exceeded expectations. So fair play to Tomori. I love that boy, man. But hey, gotta move on, man. Apparently the club are looking at a centre back, which I don't think we need. We've got Mark Gahey at the club as well. You know, he's had a brilliant loan spell at Swansea in their Championship playoffs. He got man of the match back to back, so we've got him as well. Mbamba from the academy, Sarr as well. He'll probably get sold though, so we've got enough centre backs to replace Tomori. So yeah, that's the first bit of news. And then obviously Simon Johnson of the Athletic reported on a couple things. Obviously the first one being Tammy Abraham is keen to leave Chelsea this summer. Obviously he was left out again yesterday for the game against Villa, and it's expected. And obviously Olivier Giroud, seeing as his contract is expiring, he is going to leave in the summer. That pretty much is guaranteed. So for me, look, I don't think both should leave. Well, I think Giroud is going to leave, yes. I think his time is done. Tammy, I don't think Tammy's going to go though. He's keen to leave, but I don't think he's going to go. I actually do not think he'll go. I think he'll be made to sign a new I think he'll actually sign a new contract and stay. I think so. If he doesn't, that's when I think we'll sell him. But we're going to need a striker if we're going to sell him. So, look, I already have my thoughts on Tomori. If you've watched my past videos on Tammy Abraham, I literally made a video about him saying why he should stay and why we should be patient. But Tuchel don't rate him, so it is what it is, people. So, yeah. And then the last one quickly, Erling Haaland. Seen as, again, Dortmund, another team who didn't look like, well, who were battling for UCL just like Milan were. And now that they've got it as well, apparently Chelsea's hopes of signing Haaland have just gone down. It's very unlikely we're going to sign him because Dortmund have qualified for Champions League, meaning Haaland is most likely to stay at Dortmund for another season. So that's him off, and that's Harry Kane off as well, which only leaves Lukaku. And there'll probably be more developments on Lukaku, depending if Conte leaves. But that's another story to talk about in another day. Now, let's get into the main story of this video, the main topic of this video. You see it in the title, you see it in the thumbnail. Eden Hazard. Now, obviously, last night, it was reported by a Spanish journalist. I just forgot his name. But it was reported by a Spanish journalist that Eden Hazard wants to leave Real Madrid and come back to Chelsea. Now obviously there's been reports flying about that obviously after the Real Madrid-Chelsea game, you saw Hazard laughing, kind of the wrong time, and then I don't know if you saw that viral clip of the guy who was rubbing his hands like this. That was so funny. People have been using that. Oh, if you've been on Twitter and you've seen that, that is hilarious. Anyway, so yeah. It looks like ever since then, Zidane hasn't really played him. He hasn't started him in the game. He wasn't there for when Real Madrid beat Villarreal 2-1. In the other games, he's been coming off the bench. He hasn't been starting. it looks kind of peak. Real Madrid are willing to listen to offers for Eden Hazard this summer. So, and he wants to return back to Chelsea. And I'm seeing fans all over my TL, all over Twitter, all over social media, Instagram, saying, bring him home. Bring Eden Hazard back. All of this stuff, yeah. This is a hard one for me. Because on one side, yeah, fairy tale story, Hazard back to Chelsea. You can, teach the young players, like Pulisic can learn off him especially, stuff like that. And I just think to myself, well, I don't know if Hazard coming back is the right thing for us at the moment. I think we're in a situation where we're building a young team. And I think we're looking on to move on from the likes of Eden Hazard. Eden Hazard wanted to go to Real Madrid. And then all of a sudden he wants to come back. For me personally, a few months ago I was like, yeah, bring him home. Bring Hazard home. He's gonna rip it up again. And in ways I do believe he can. But there's another issue. He's now injury prone. He's now a lot more injury prone. Once you become injured consistently over the course of 2 years, I'm sorry. We already have Christian Pulisic here that does that, who can be injured consistently. I don't want the same for Hazard. That's my thing, I don't think he's finished, but I don't think it's right that he should come back. And look, I might change my mind and say, actually, I do want him back. But for now, I'm just thinking, is it the best thing for Hazard to come back? Like, would I rather spend 40 to 50 million on Hazard, or would I rather spend 80 million on a Jadon Sancho? I'd rather spend 80 on Jadon Sancho, because Jadon Sancho is 21 years old. He's had 2 or 3 very good seasons at Dortmund, getting double figures in goals and assists. So this is somebody who is a creative playmaker and a goal scorer at the same time. That's big. We need that in our team because it looks like Pulisic doesn't do that consistently. Neither does Mason Mount. Neither does Timo Werner. Pretty much neither does any of our attackers. Like, nobody, and I'm talking like, when I say double figures in goals and assists, I think that's in the Bundesliga alone, if I'm not wrong. In the Bundesliga alone, he has double figures in goals and assists. I know he definitely has that in all comps, but I don't know if he has that in the Bundesliga. I think he does. I might have to check that after. But none of our players, Timo Werner, no double figures in the Prem. Neither Pulisic, neither Mount. Like, you could say some of these guys have had average, good, bad seasons, but they've all been shocking in output. And right now, Jadon Sancho, the younger player, offers me a lot of output. I know it's Bundesliga tax, you can use that. But for me, I kind of want Sancho more than Hazard, Because Hazard's 31, he's just going to be taking up huge wages. And I don't know, I just feel like Sancho's a better investment to make. Hazard, what? We're getting 2 seasons best out of him. At best, probably. And I love the guy as well. Don't get it twisted. I love Eden Hazard so much. I love him so much. But is it the right move? You may say we might need more experience in the attack. I hear that. I absolutely hear that. I actually do hear that. And I do agree as well. But the big thing for me with Hazard is he's too injury prone, man. Too injury prone. You know what it is, yeah? Him wanting to leave Real Madrid and come back to Chelsea tells me he regrets leaving Chelsea and he made the mistake to leave Chelsea and join Real Madrid. It shows that he made a mistake. It shows he made a mistake. It does. For me, it does. It shows a big mistake. You're seeing rumours of Real Madrid wanting Mbappe this summer. They're prioritising Mbappe this summer, and then next year they're going to go for Haaland. What's going on? And Mbappe wants Real Madrid apparently as well. To me, it's all mad. Like, the TL, they're dreaming, oh, Hazard. I feel like it's a fantasy type of thing because of what he's done for this club. I'm not going to sit here and slate him, disrespect him, anything like that. But do I see Hazard coming back and doing the same things at Chelsea as he was a couple years ago? No. Why? Because he's declined. But does that mean he's a bad player still? No, it doesn't. It doesn't. So yeah, guys, that is really it on my thoughts on Hazard. It's a tough situation. Real Madrid are willing to listen to offers for him. Apparently Hazard himself wants to leave and come back to Chelsea. There's even rumours about that he's kept his house here in London as well. So it shows that after his Real Madrid days, he wants to come back to London and live there permanently, which is interesting. So yeah, guys, in the comment section below, tell me what you think. Do you want Hazard back? And tell me why you want Hazard back. I just want a valid reason why you want him back. Me personally, I don't want him back. But I might change my mind. I don't know. But at the moment, in this moment in time, I just don't feel like it's right that we take him back. I don't want to spend 50 million on Hazard when we could use that money extra on Sancho. We can use that money on the DM. You know, we're trying to build a young team now. We're trying to build to challenge for the Prem, for the Champions League for years and years and years, consistently, every single year. You know, win a Champions League final with this young group of guys. Imagine if we win it, it'll build them on. So, yeah, guys. Tell me what you think of Hazard. Do you want him back? Tell me why. Obviously, tell me your thoughts on Tammy wanting to leave. Is it a surprise to you? Don't think it would be. Giroud as well. He's gonna leave. Your thoughts on that? And obviously Erling Haaland being impossible to get. And tell me your thoughts on Fikayo Tomori. Pretty much is gonna go to AC Milan as they're gonna trigger his release. I mean, his option to buy clause. So, yeah, guys, if you enjoy, please like, comment, subscribe. Tell me your thoughts on everything I've said in the comments down below. Follow my social media as well, at Jetto345, both Instagram and Twitter. And I'll see you lot tomorrow, which I'm going to make a transfer based on who I want in terms of, like, players in different positions. Do you know what I mean? So, I'm going to make a video tomorrow about who I think we need and what positions we need, if you know what I mean. So, I'll see you guys then. See you lot in a bit, guys. I'm just waffling right now. Peace.